This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson. Ready to fire from the pistol. The lone back's got it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Avila. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Hands it off. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. They'll run this play from the pistol. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes his connection. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Catch in the middle. It's Burns. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. The Canes are flying down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping him in the game early. Now, holding down there.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! No miss. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Lets it fly. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He was working his way on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Line getting set on second down. Direct snap. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And the beatdown has ensued. Got it. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum, even with the short return. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got it.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. Offense gets... And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you...
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Shoots it to the left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. 1st down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Finds his man, it's Burns. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Afterburner's coming. And we have breaking news. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll run the option. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Let's go. They want to throw it. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Back open in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Timeout, Miami. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurdling.